Morning students, we will start today the new chapter, chapter number 7, coordinate geometry. You have been studying this coordinate geometry from the class 7th or 8th, and now you have to do bit standard and advanced study regarding that. So we will start with a very simple concept. We have two real axes, x and y, x dash, this is also called abscissa, and y dash, this is called ordinate, that you know only. This is called the origin point. These are the four quadrants, and you also know whenever we plot any point, it always consists or contains two elements, x element and y element. X element and y element. Any point between the axes is given by like pxy, and this is called the coordinate of point P. And after representing, suppose it is x and it is y, if I draw the 90 or perpendicular on the x-axis, this two distances create. First is a horizontal distance, second is a vertical distance. So horizontal distance always equal to x coordinate, and vertical distance is itself a y coordinate. If you suppose to draw on the y axis, you draw the perpendicular on the y axis, again two distance creates. First a horizontal distance and second is a vertical distance. Again the horizontal distance is x and vertical distance is y. So keep remember, whenever you draw the perpendicular on x axis, cutoff part on the x axis is equal to the x coordinate, and vertical part is always equal to the y coordinate. So that's very simple concept, and on the basis of this we just want to tell you few things. Suppose it is x, definitely you should know that the coordinate of this point will be x0, and you also should know that when any point lying on the x-axis, automatically its y coordinate will be 0. Suppose it is a y distance, so if you want to find the coordinate of this point, definitely this point will be 0 and y, this time x coordinate will be 0. So you should remember one thing, that any point lies on the x-axis having y coordinate 0, or any point lying on the y-axis, x coordinate will be 0. So these are the things which will lead us to do to understand the new concept, and the new concept is a distance formula. Distance formula. And what is the distance formula? Now we are going to find the distance between two given points by the distance formula. How to find out the distance between two points? I am telling you here a simple derivation. How to find the distance between two points? Look at. Suppose this is a point A, which is x1 and y1. This is a coordinate of A. Suppose this is a coordinate of B, which is x2 and y2, and we want to find a distance between A to B. We want to find a distance between point A to point B. So what I'll do, I'll first draw the perpendicular on the x-axis. Suppose it names M, and I taught you recently, when we draw the perpendicular on the x-axis, two distance creates. First, on the x-axis, horizontal distance and it's a vertical distance. So horizontal distance will be equal to the x1 from this to this, and itself vertical distance will be y1. Same as here, do the 90, draw the perpendicular, get an end point. So definitely this distance will be x2, and whole this distance will be y2. So very simple thing. Now again do some more work. Do the perpendicular, draw the perpendicular from A to the line B, and suppose it is called Q or something like that. Okay, P, we can say P. Now what we can do here, look at the finger. This is whole distance is x2. This is distance is x1. So this left distance will be x2 minus x1. Very simple. x2 minus x1. Right here, this is a y1, so definitely this will also be y1, just front side. Whole is a y2, this is y1, so rest side is y2 minus y1, and this is x2 minus x1, so this also line have a distance x2 minus x1. So till now, whatever I have done is very simple task, simple working. Now what was the requirement? You wanted to find the distance between point A to B, so that I am going to use here the distance formula. I am going to use here Pythagoras theorem. APB. Using triangle APB by Pythagoras theorem, you know hypotenuse square equal to perpendicular plus base square. So your hypotenuse is AB square. The perpendicular is of y2 minus y1. You understand, and your base is a x2 minus x1. So this is very simple concept. Now you want to find only AB. So you have to remove the square sign, so that you have to take the square root both sides. And how to take square root, you know it. It always carry actually plus and minus sign, but you know distance is never negative. So I am avoiding the minus sign, taking only plus sign, and it is only y2 minus y1 whole square plus x2 minus x1 whole square. So this is a very simple and basic formula you have got. This is a formula of the distance between 2 points. Now very simple. I just want to put one example for you so that you can understand very well, very easily. Look at, I tell you one thing. Question is, from the exercise 7.1, find the distance between minus 5,7 minus 1,3. This is a question. So how to deal this question? Look at, you say first let A is a minus 5,7. First point named A, second point named B. And you want to find the distance between A to B. So write the distance formula, and I tell you one thing, don't try to compare much and more. It only creates the doubts and confusion. So you should understand it is first point called x1 y1, second point is always x2 y2. You can also consider reverse, but if you admit me, first point always should be considered as x1 y1 and second is x2 y2. Now you have a formula. Now just go through the formula. You know that what to do. x1 y1 x2 y2. So what to start? y2 minus y1 whole square plus x2 minus x1 whole square. One thing more. You also can write x2 minus x1 here and y2 minus y1 here. No matter at all. It is a plus sign. So you can write this term here and this term here. You also can consider it is x1 y1, it is x2 y2, no matter. So I am considering that it is x1 y1, it is x2 y2, and go on. y2 minus y1 meaning 3 minus 7 whole square, and x2 minus x1 meaning minus 1, and definitely it's a minus and minus will be plus. So I don't want to compare much about that, because you know it always creates a confusion. That's why I just want to consider x1 y1 x2 y2 in ourselves. I'm not specially specifying or mentioning all this with the writing. So only think and go on. The 3 minus 7 is a minus 4. You know, it's a minus 4 square is 16, and this 5 and 1 is a 4. 4 4 is 16. 16 and 16 32. 32 can be written 402. This is the distance between A and the B. That's very simple, and this was a concept. You have seen it now. So with the help of this formula, now we can prove lots of things. So one by one we can study. One more question I want to speak. I want to tell you. Question number 2. Find the distance between minus 5,7 minus 1,3. So you can consider it as A. Recently I took this. So suppose it is AB and it is a minus A minus B, the third question. Now you can start, let A is AB and B is minus A minus B. By distance formula, you please write once the distance formula x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. No matter what you're writing, in earliest question I wrote this initially at this letter. This time I'm writing this one. No matter at all, between them you have plus sign, so we can convert that. Okay, so AB is equal to, now x2 and x1, what it will be? x1 y1, x2 y2. So x2 minus x1. So minus a whole square minus b whole square. This minus a minus 2a whole square, meaning 4a square, and this is a 4b square. Take out 4 common, a square plus b square, and take out 4 as out of the under root sign, it will get 2. So a square plus b square. So this is the distance between the point A and B. So it was in initial concept. So that's all the day. It was small but important class. Tomorrow we'll do some more standard concept. Thank you.